Hot diggity damn, it's already that time again. Clash Royale is now 6 years old. Holy chicken strips. Like every year, it is a tradition on this channel to take a look at the history of Clash Royale, starting from its launch all the way till today. Of course, we try and mention the most important bits, so we may skip smaller features in certain seasons. Fair warning though, and I'll probably mention this in every history video from now on, I started making these history videos 4 years ago. And after talking about more or less the same exact thing every year, well, the scripts are pretty much the same up until where we left off. There's only so much you can change to make the same video different, you know? But if you already watched last year's video, feel free to skip to this timestamp or simply select it from the chapters if you don't want to rewatch the entire thing. But if you do, sit back, relax, and let's get right into it.
Let's do this.
January 4th, 2016, Clash Royale was soft launched and was only available in select countries on iPhone. And it was a weird time for Clash Royale. You had to pay for battles, the expo targeted air? Huh? The shop chests were totally different, and we only had 42 cards, 14 for each rarity, common, rare, and epic. What else can I say though? I mean, the game was simple and fresh out the oven. About a month later, the 2nd of February, a new arena unlocked at 3,000 trophies, the Legendary Arena. We also got seasons added to the game where players would reset back to 3K, and the deducted trophies would be given back as Legend trophies. This is not the same seasons as we have today, by the way. We also got tournament rules, which would allow all friendly battles to be fair. The battle cost was finally removed, and the expo was changed to only target ground. On February 16, Clash Royale was finally soft launched on Android, but not much happened, really. It was just great to finally play on Android. 3 days later, all spells were nerfed to do 20% less damage to crown towers. 29th of February, we got a huge update. 4 new cards, the Royal Giant, 3 Musketeer, Dark Prince, and Poison. A new rarity called Legendary. A new arena, Builder's Workshop, unlocked at 1,700 trophies, 2 new chests, the Giant chest and Super Magical chest, and we finally had the ability to save more than one deck. Prior to this update, you had to change your deck every time you wanted something different. Yeah. March 2nd, 2016, the game was officially globally launched. This was considered the real release date, so that is the reason why we upload these history videos in March. A little over a month later, on May 5th, level 6 legendaries were removed from the game, so now the cap was level 5. By the way, levels were different back then, so you may be a little confused. Yeah, just look at this graph. Furthermore, common and rare cards received a higher level cap, and King Towers were now maxed at level 13 and not 12. Some new cards came around: Fire Spirits, Furnace, Guards, Lava Hounds, and the Miner, and the Sparky. Just keeps going. The ability to spectate battles live was added, and the gold cap was increased from 500k to 1 million gold. Oh, and you could now buy legendaries in the shop. July 4th, 2016, tournaments were added starting at level 8. A new arena, Frozen Peak, unlocked at 2,300 trophies, 2 new cards, the Log and Lumberjack, and you could now pick which arena to play in friendly battles. August 28th, the seasonal trophy reset was increased to 4,000, which, as I said, was previously 3,000. On September 19, we got a ton of stuff: the Mega Minion, Ice Golem, Inferno Dragon, and the Graveyard. You could now mute emotes as well. We also had challenges, so the Grand Challenge and the Classic Challenge. And we got 2 new chests, the Legendary chest and the Epic. November 1st, we got even more new cards: Elite Barbarians, Tornado, Clone Spell, and the Electro Wizard. This was also the first update where Supercell gave us a chance to win a new legendary for free in a challenge. Also, mysteriously, the Super Magical chest keyhole suddenly disappeared. Whoa. Furthermore, on December 15, we got even more cards: the Goblin Gang, Battle Ram, Dark Goblin, and the Executioner. We could finally request epic cards every Sunday. We got a new clan event called Clan Chest. We got a new arena called the Jungle Arena, unlocked at 2,600 trophies. This was introduced in December, but was not available until like January 13 of the next year. A lot of stuff like this happens, so if I mention something that came out in a specific day, it might have been like a week or 2 later or before. I just wanted to clear that up. March 13, leagues were introduced and legend trophies were thrown out the window. There were now a total of 9 leagues. A new chest was added as well, the seasonal draft chest. We also got a new game mode called Clan Battles. This was how Supercell introduced 2v2. Yeah, 2v2 was only a game mode we could play like every other week. We also got some new cards, the Bats, Heal Spell, Night Witch, and the Bandit. Aside from that though, Legendary Arena was moved to 3800 trophies and the old Arena 10 was renamed to Hog Mountain. Heading over to June 12, 2017, this update was another huge one. 4 new cards were announced: the Skeleton Barrel Flying Machine, Cannon Carts, and the Mega Knight. This was also the sort of the first time where we saw like these special challenges. So for example, like the Ramp Up, Triple Elixir, Sudden Death. Yeah, good times. More deck slots were added. You could now add friends. You could now copy decks from replays and TV Royale. Clans now unlocked at level 1, and the card shop cycle was fixed to cycle all of the cards in the game in a matter of 3 months. Somewhere in August as well, 2v2 was made permanent, so instead of a temporary game mode, 2v2 was now playable whenever you wanted. It had its own dedicated button permanently there. October 9th, 2017, quests were added into the game, touchdown was temporarily added, battle changes were also added like the ability to rematch, and we now had some dankified 2v2 chat buttons. Flying all the way over to the end of the year, December 12th, we got a new arena, Electro Valley, unlocked at 3400 trophies. Legendary Arena was now Arena 12. Some new cards were announced: Zappies, Hunter, and the Royal Ghost. We got some new chests in the shop, replacing the old chest, which was the Lightning Chest, Fortune Chest, and the new flashy King's Chest and Legendary King's Chest. We are now in 2018. Okay, so February 25th was Clan Wars. Yes, Clan Wars was finally in the game. We got a new card, the Rascals. Spectators could now also throw emotes, and Supercell ID was added. Heading over to the summer of 2018, June 20th, we got another huge update. 3 new cards were announced: the Giant Snowball, Royal Hogs, and the Royal Recruits. Emotes were also finally added, so instead of having the 4 ones that we always had for the past 2 years, we finally had these custom, like, new ones you could buy. 1v1 matches above 4,000 trophies now had a 3-minute sudden death instead of a normal 30 seconds, and the maximum gold cap was increased to 5 million this time. Of course, there were a lot more changes in this update. Moving on to September 5th, the Goblin Giant was added and the Electro Dragon was featured to release on a later date. We got trade tokens to now trade with your clan. War Bounty was added. You could now use emotes in the clan chat for some reason. And other than these other small additions, the card levels were switched up so that all cards will max out at level 13. Remember that graph I showed you earlier? Yeah, this didn't mean all cards had 13 levels though. This was simply to make things easier, so they all capped at level 13. After a few balance changes on December 5th, star levels were introduced. We got the Ram Rider, global tournaments, private tournaments were made better, super magical chests were changed to be the Mega Lightning Chest. You could now add friends directly after a 2v2 match, achievement badges were added to your profile, and legend trophies were permanently removed from your profile, and instead you got a cool emote. Yeah, at this point legend trophies did nothing, but we still had them and they removed them. I gotta say though, I'm pretty happy with the emote I got. 2019, dang. I feel like we're flying through these years here. The first update of 2019 was literally the first day of 2019, so yeah. We got a new arena called Spooky Arena at 3,600 trophies. Legendary Arena was moved to 4,000 trophies. A new card was revealed to be released at a later date, the Wall Breakers, and just a lot more improvements, like there's a whole list. Of course, the links will be down below for the entire history if you want to read on something that I didn't mention. So yeah, Trophy Road was introduced in April 15. You guys all know what Trophy Road is. You gain trophies, you gain rewards. It's that simple. 2 new cards were announced as well, the Earthquake and the Goblin Cage. We got a ton of new game modes like the Mega Deck, Elixir Capture, Dragon Hunt, and the home screen was finally reworked. Like, it looked insane. Like, well, maybe not insane, but it looked better than before. Heading over to July 1st, the summer of 2019, the game got flooded. No, really, it got flooded for season 1. This was the first season in the game ever. Of course, every season from here and on would get like a arena makeover, arena skin or whatever, tower skins, new emotes. And of course, when buying Pass Royale, you got a chance to have a golden name, earn even more rewards and exclusive stuff. So yeah, even though we won't mention every season in the game, they pretty much follow a very similar pattern. At the end of September, we got a massive update once again. A new party button was added. This would allow us to click one button to play multiple game modes. Triple draft was introduced, an improved version of draft battles. Tiebreakers were introduced to avoid frequent ties in certain game modes. And then finally, the last major addition was Crown Rush, kind of like Gold and Gem Rush, but this was for crowns. The 7th of October during season 4, we got a new card, the Elixir Golem. A bonus bank was added to Pass Royale to earn more gold once all tiers were finished. November 11th, the tiebreaker was made permanent across the entire game. November 27th came with a huge sum of quality of life changes and visual improvements. Firstly, matches were cut down to 5 minutes instead of 6. The final minute of the 5 was reserved for triple elixir. All cards were given a card info screen, which looked pretty sweet. Well, I mean, they don't really do anything, but they look cool, so yeah. During season 6 in December, we also get a new feature called the card level boost. Basically a feature allowing you to try cards at max level for the remainder of the season. Of course, this would be tweaked and balanced over time, but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as we have today. Now we're in 2020. The year everything started to go downhill due to the Roni Macaroni situation. Season 7 arrived on January 6th, which introduced a new card called the Firecracker. Season 9, we get the Royal Delivery. And during Season 10, on the 4th of April, we got a new card, the Heal Spirits. Now, this was the first time Supercell ended up removing a card and replacing it with something else, which was actually pretty interesting. If you're wondering, it used to be the heal spell. Season 12, you guessed it, a new card, the Skeleton Dragons. It was also around this time where the team was struggling due to the pandemic, so you may have noticed a slight pattern of just cards and seasons. But of course, under these circumstances, it's fine. Finally, at the end of season 14, we got Clan Wars 2.0. This was a complete overhaul of the existing Clan Wars system, and although it had major flaws and a lot of people quit playing because of Clan Wars 2.0, it got fixed along the way. Like over time, it got better. Also, quests were removed entirely from the game and better rewards could be obtained from the new Clan Wars system. The UI was also reworked to look nicer, new deck sharing options, a videos tab, a new trader, and yeah, overall this update was pretty big. Now, I won't go into specifics on how Clan Wars worked before and after. If you want to read on that, links are down below, of course. Now we're on to October 5th, where we saw another addition, a new card called the Electro Giant. I believe this was the 100th card, so it was special. Then on November 18th during season 17, we saw some long-awaited changes to Clan Wars 2.0. Other than that, some additions worth mentioning was a new QR code to add friends easier, a new button to switch between multiple accounts without having to log out and sign in like the old days. It was a great update. Heading over to December 7th in season 18, we got the last new card of the year, the Mother Witch. Besides the usual season additions though, and bug fixes and balancing and all that jazz, I mean, that was it for 2020. Okay, so now we're in 2021. Last year's video, we left off mentioning that the first 3 updates of the year were in fact seasons, and that surely there had to be another update around the corner. Well, that's exactly how it played out. Season 19 through 21 were the usual seasons, and on the 30th of March 2021, we got the first major update in a while. Magic items. Now, I'm sure you know what they are, but just in case you need to be reminded, magic items are items you could use for various reasons to help you in the game. These items include the Wild Card, Book of Cards, Magic Coin, and the chest key, which could all be obtained through chests, trophy road, challenges, and more. Season 24 on the 7th of June, we got the new Goblin Drill, which was leaked years ago, but I mean, let's not mention that. Clan Wars went through some more changes and we finally got some new chests, which of course is always exciting. This was the gold crate and it came in 3 variations. So it was the regular gold crate, the plentiful gold crate, and the overflowing gold crate. It also seems as though these crates replaced the silver and gold chests in the chest cycle. And finally, leagues were changed to begin at 5,000 trophies. Of course, this came with its own set of changes and adjustments to the entire trophy system. Pretty minor, but yeah. As a reminder, you can read legit everything I'm mentioning today with the link down below. The next few updates were in fact seasons, balance changes, and minor additions, but in October, something interesting happened. This was called the /Royale update, and it basically cut all of the upgrade costs in half for an entire week. Of course, it was more than just that. There were various ways to get as much gold as possible, and you may be thinking something big was about to happen after this, and you'd be right. A day after the event ended, King level 14 was added to the game. This brought a plethora of changes to the game, like level 14 cards, star points could be used at level 6 now, the King's Journey, which is basically a trophy road, but for your level, and finally, champions. Now, I'm not sure about you, but I think champions were the highlight of the updates. The 3 brand new champions were the Skeleton King, Archer Queen, and the Golden Knight. If you haven't really played Clash Royale since these were added, think of these as like heroes in Clash of Clans. Sort of. We seem to be at the end of 2021 now, and although not much happened other than the typical seasons, Supercell announced that they would no longer number their seasons, but instead just name them. This isn't such a huge deal, but I thought it was worth a mention. Now we're in 2022 and not much has really happened. I mean, it's been quiet lately. I wish I had more updates, but really it's just that's where it ends. There hasn't been any updates since then. Of course, we had the balance changes and the seasons, but I mean, that doesn't really count as an update. It is possible that by the time I upload this video, they've already announced a huge update and I'm missing out on it, but don't worry. If nothing has been mentioned, there will most likely be an update sometime this month or the next. As of when I'm recording this video, we did get a free emote for Clash Royale's 6th birthday. I tried my best to mention the most important bits, and yeah, let me know down below what was your favorite memory in the game's history and when did you start playing. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a good me out. Peace!